Hey everybody, Manny Talaberry here. We're now on day 12 of the seven-figure climb. And what we're going to do in this video, I'm going to actually walk you through 6 different reasons people will give you money. And so if you haven't found a vehicle yet and you still aren't sure what you're going to sell, what we're going to do is we're going to give you some insights and you can actually look at different reasons people give you money. What you want to think about is money is essentially value exchange. And so people don't buy coaching or courses, people buy solutions to problems. And within reason, anytime there's a value exchange, someone's giving money for something, essentially the person is solving some type of a solution to a problem within reason. And so what we're going to do is we're going to walk you through the 6 different reasons people might give you money. So the first reason is they don't know how to do it. There are a lot of things out there people don't know how to do. They don't know how to do websites. They don't know how to do Facebook ads. They don't know how to do YouTube ads. And they will gladly pay for that solution because they simply don't know how to do it. Now, the second reason people will give you money is they don't want to do it. And I'll give you an example here. I don't want to go to Walmart. Don't ever want to go there. And so for a very long time, I paid my niece. She would go to Walmart for me. She'd get everything that I don't really need, and she would bring it back and put it in my house, right? And for a long time, I did that. Now, for $12.95 a month, Walmart will let me order anything that I want. They will deliver every single day to me of the month if I want to order every single day. And there's no limit really. And what you want to think about, first of all, is I was paying my niece way, way, way more money than that, and I was very happy to pay it. As a matter of fact, if Walmart was charging 3 times more, wouldn't affect me a bit. I would give them the money, not an issue. And what you want to think about is why do you think Walmart's doing that for $12.95 a month? But I'm going to tell you something. When people are clicking a button versus pushing a cart around, they will order a lot more because, first of all, you go to the store, you're limited by how much you can get in that cart. And then the other thing is, as you put things in that cart gets heavier and it gets harder to navigate, and you get tired of pushing it around. And so you're that's going to limit how much more you're going to buy. The other thing is, as that cart gets heavier, your mindset is, I'm going to have to lug this into the car and then lug it from the car to the house. And I don't really want to do all of that. And so that's going to limit what a person orders. But when you go online and you just start clicking buttons, it's very, very easy to order way more stuff because you're not confined. You're not going to have to, they're going to bring it to you. I can tell you, I'm very happy to order 4 cases of bottled water, but I would never, ever go to the store and buy 4 cases. I would never do that. And so that's what I want you to think about. And so you want to think about reasons a person, a situation where a person just doesn't want to do something. And so the first reason they will give you money is they don't know how to do something. The second reason they'll give you money is they just don't want to. Now, the third reason is they just simply don't have time to. There are a lot of people in startup mode, or they've just got their business off the ground and they're spending all of their waking hours building this business. And there are a lot of things that they just don't have time to do. And you can actually find some of those things, and you can sell that problem, sell that solution to your marketplace. Now, number 4 is very, very interesting. And number 4 is simply their time is too valuable to do it. So this is a situation where they know what to do. They can do it themselves. They have the skill to do it, but their time is simply too valuable to do it. And I want you to think about it in terms of this. We talked about money math about, I don't know, 5 or 6 days ago. And you really need to understand money math. And I'll just walk you through this. If a person is making 50,000 a year, they're making 25 an hour. If they're making 100,000 a year, they're making around $50 an hour. They're making $200 a year, they're making around $100 an hour. If you're wanting to make $1 million a year, your time is worth $500 an hour. And so what you want to think about is you got to get in your mind how much your time, how valuable your time is, and quit wasting it. Quit, and we're going to ultimately do something where we're going to talk about quit wasting non-essential time on shopping, on errands, on picking up dry cleaning, on having cars serviced, on housekeeping, on cooking, really within reason. As many things as you can outsource, you're better off outsourcing, because what you're essentially doing is you're buying your time back at a discount. And so if your time is worth $500 an hour and you're giving someone $50 an hour to do something, you're essentially buying an hour of your time back where you can go and make $450 while that person's doing the thing that you shouldn't be doing anyway. And in a lot of cases, you can offset a lot of what you're doing for, you know, $15 or $20 an hour, and you can save, you can basically get a lot of your time back. Now, this is the other thing. If a person's, when you're looking at $1 million a year, $500 an hour, 40-hour work week, whatever that comes out to, what you want to think about is, if you do the math, even if you look at the fact they're only working 40 hours a week, what about the time that they're not working? That time is still even as valuable as the time that they aren't working, because what you want to think about is that time is extremely valuable in spending with their kids, spending it with their family, and creating experiences. They would much rather spend time with family, friends, relatives, and create experiences than do non-essential tasks, because their time's just too valuable. And so that's another thing that you want to think about. And so even if you're looking at the person working 40 hours a week and their average income, is $500 an hour, their time is still very valuable even when they're not working those hours. And that's how they're going to look at it. And so those people are going to tend to spend a lot more money getting non-essential things done by other people, so that they can either work in their business, or they can spend more time with their families. And so the next thing we're going to talk about is people are going to pay for shortcuts and higher opportunities. And what we're talking about here is Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, scaling a business, scaling a coaching business. So person's got a coaching business, they're at 100,000 a year, they want to get to $1 million a year. If you can either A, scale them with ads, or B, scale them with systems, you can make a lot of money, because a lot of people will pay for shortcuts and higher opportunities. And what that looks like is, you might show them, you might have systems in place where instead of them actually doing the coaching, doing the strategy sessions themselves, and they're all, person's doing the strategy session themselves, they're only doing X amount a week. Now we have a phone team that's doing those strategy sessions, and then instead of doing 50 calls a week, now they're doing 500 calls a week, and the business is able to scale. So whatever systems can be created that helps a business scale, it's extremely valuable, whether it's YouTube ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, helping someone scale with other types of systems. It's extremely valuable, and people will pay a lot of money for shortcuts and higher opportunities. And higher opportunities are simply wanting to go from X amount of dollars to Y amount of dollars, and they're generally wanting to do that really, really fast. And the last one we're going to talk about is, a lot of people will pay because they're scared to do something. So there are a lot of people who probably could do it. They could probably do Facebook ads, but they're scared that they will click on the wrong thing and Facebook will remove a lot of money from their account, or they will click the wrong thing and they won't get the ad turned off and the ad will keep running. And so fear of not knowing how to do something, or they're scared to do it because they're scared they will break something, will cause a lot of people to give you money. And so we'll just walk you through these. The first reason is they don't know how to do it. The second reason is they don't want to do it. The third reason is they don't have time to do it. The fourth reason is their time is too valuable for them to do it themselves. The fifth reason is because they're looking for higher opportunities. and options there. And the sixth reason is they're just too scared to do it. And so I hope you get some value from this. And like I said, and this is the other thing, I want you to get this. There are many, many reasons out there people will give you money. I'm just going through six that I think are extremely valuable to you to open your eyes to opportunities and what it looks like out there. And so, like I said, this is six reasons. There are many others out there, but you want to also gauge what you're doing. You know, what type of opportunities are you creating for people? What type of solutions? How many of these are you hitting? Because a lot of times you might be solving two of those. You might be solving the time problem, and you might be solving the scaling problem, you know, when you're making an offer to people. But we are going to end out, but I want you to do me a huge favor. If you're getting value from these, like the video, and also send me like the video, and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you get notifications, because we are going to be releasing these every day. But I hope you got some value, and we will see you on day 13, and thanks a lot.